This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Alright. Before we jump into another premiere draft for Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths, which means best of one and drafting against real people, I want to remind everyone that my content's sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their website by clicking on the link in the description below on YouTube or the panel below on Twitch, and they'll know that I sent you there if that's the way you go, so it helps me out, so check them out. Rawr, Space Godzilla. So we are still 500, 9-9 in drafts where we don't draft a blue-black control deck. Ooh, Sea Dasher Octopus. Yeah, that's the pick here. Blood Curdle and Sea Dasher are pretty close, but I think Sea Dasher is a little better. It's also kind of less replaceable in a lot of ways. Thank you for the follow, MTG Magistrate and Lazy Turtle from earlier. So yeah, we take the Sea Dasher and see what happens. He's good. He's like Ninja of the Deep Hours in Limited, and that's pretty great. Okay, so Pouncing Shore Shark's good. I think Glowstone Recluse is as well. And I think Ram Through is too. I think I'm leaning towards Shore Shark. I love bouncing things. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so we take 2 blue cards and then get the black-green signpost. That's kind of painful. All right, so this time we're going to take Dream Tail Heron. I like the card a lot, and it's, you know, we already have 3 blue cards with Mutate, so we need to be keeping Mutate things in mind. Okay, so I think I like Ram Through a little more than Momentum Rumbler. It is removal after all, and we have decent-sized creatures, so we'll take Ram Through. Yeah, it is funny that I'm 9-9 in everything that's not a blue-black reconnaissance mission deck, basically. It's very strange. It's a strange place we're in. Okay, well, I think I like Frostlinks a little more than the second Ram Through, so that's what I'm going to take here. Alright, so I think we take Exuberant Wolf Bear here. It's a nice 4-drop. We're going to need some low-curve non-humans at some point, but... Okay, well, Excavation Mole is definitely better in a deck that's more about the graveyard than we look like we're going to be, but it's a good card in general. Okay, so now, for a while, our picks were flowing really nicely. Pack 2, pick 1 reconnaissance mission. Well, at least that would be a blue-green deck doing reconnaissance mission. So, I'm going to take just what's the best card in this pack, because we're not necessarily locked into green. And I think what I think is the best here is Lava Serpent. I could take the Crystal, but it's all in colors we're not already in, so I'm not interested. My favorite card from the new set is probably Reconnaissance Mission, because of how well it's treated me. But I also really like Dreamtail Heron, if we're just talking commons and uncommons. Okay, well, here I think we're going to take a Checkpoint Officer. Terran's okay, but it's not as good as Checkpoint Officer. Yeah, I mean, we may not play the Officer. Maybe it's a little more likely we play the Terran, but I think the Officer's better overall. Although, you know, putting a Sea Dasher Octopus on this is nice. So maybe I should just cut the color and stay on it. It's not the worst plan. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to end up playing white now, probably, now that I did that. But, you know. I think I'd rather have the boar than the mammoth in this particular deck. If we're going to be spending a bunch of mana, I think a lot of the times we're going to want to be doing it with Mutate, not like just playing a big boy, you know. Yeah, cutting colors is something that's relevant that was not really with the bots. I think it factored a little bit in how the bots picked, but not as much as people, because people start to panic when they see no blue cards and they're in blue. Disco combo, it really depends on how your draft goes, but I would say don't be completely married to anything until maybe the middle of the second pack. So I think we take Dismal Backwater over Fully Grown. It's can help us splash a bomb, and Fully Grown's not that great. Yeah, I mean, I've had the Terran be good in like blue-black control decks, so I like it, but the checkpoint thing is like way better, way better. All right, we'll take another boar. Okay, so I mean, I guess I'll take Keep Safe. Night Squad Commando is definitely the better card, though. I'm not going to main board a Keep Safe, let's be real. Okay. Well. Another Dreamtail Heron I like. Cunning Nightbonder might be interesting. I don't think we're an Ominous Seas deck at this point. And Capture Sphere is a nice removal spell, but it's not a great one. But it is nice. I don't think it is Ominous Seas. I don't believe in it as a card unless you're like a really dirtily control deck. So I think I'd rather have the Heron or the Capture Sphere, and I think I'm going to let my love of the Heron convince me to take it. Yeah, our green's not great. You're not wrong. We do have Wolf, Bear, and Ram Through, but other than that, our green's not great. So I'm definitely not married to it. So let's take Dreamtail Heron. Ooh, hello. We definitely take this, and from what I've seen, I think you can really consider just doing everything you can to be in this deck. And right now, all we have to do is cut Ram Through. So I think we probably want him as our companion. These guys are nice, but they're not Unori. And I think we seriously consider taking anything that's not a creature, that is a creature, the rest of the way. So we wouldn't play Ram Through, for example. But that's really the only cut we have to make right now. Right? Yeah. So that's cool. Of course, then we're given this pack where our only good options are mostly non-creature spells. Like, Of One Mind is definitely the best thing here, but I think we probably just take the Giraffid. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards doing. Hey, it's my favorite card, Classification. I think people, just based on what I've seen so far, I think people are really underrating. Yes, you have to do certain things to your deck to make it work, but I think companions are a lot stronger than people have realized so far. That said, I won't play it if I don't have to. I won't companion him if I don't have to. I will play him, most likely. So the Crystal or the Mammoth or the Colossification. We do need some early drops to mutate onto, and honestly, this may be a place where Aegis Turtle makes the most sense. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Because we're a little short on things to mutate onto. Okay. Here's a good thing to mutate onto. There's also a Blood Curdle. And a Farfinder. We could still be black. We don't have any fixing, but... Oh, actually, we do have a Dismal Backwater. So we do actually have fixing that could let us play Blood Curdle. The question is, how much should I value trying to play Umori here in making this decision? Should I take a creature? Or should I take a Blood Curdle? I think I'm going to take the creature. It is good with all the mutants we have. Okay, Frostlinks. I think we take it, too. So, if we do play Unori, obviously removal isn't going to be something we have a lot of, but if you can get enough things like Frostlinks, you can make do. Let's take another Otter. Okay. I think we're probably going to go for Companion right now. Like, the only thing that would change my mind is getting, like, a Vivian. Well, there's a few other things, but that's the big thing. I think maybe we take the Elemental. And do we want a Shimmerer? I don't think so. Do we want it more than a Honey Mammoth is the question. That's really the only question. I think the answer is no. So here we'll take a Phase Dolphin, I think. Yeah, I think right now we go for Companion. I mean, we've... We're not giving up a whole lot yet. How many humans do we have? We don't have very many, which is good, but it's also bad for our Wolf Bear. But at least he's a 4-mana 4/4. I'm going to take this just in case things pan out for us in terms of splashing something. Doesn't look like they will, though. So, Lead the Stampede would be good in our deck, except that it doesn't let us play our Companion. So, our choices here are Phase Dolphin, Nightbonder, Mystic Subdual, or the Triome. The Triome is pretty nice for our mana. And we don't really want to play the Subdual if we want to be playing Umori. So, I think I'm going to take the Triome. Yeah. Some good mana. Another Frost Lynx, I think, is what we're interested in. We don't really need this Mutate guy. We're not really interested in fixing here, I don't think. I am interested in a third Frost Lynx, though. Here I think we probably want Wingspan Mentor. It's good with all our draw a card stuff. Bonder's Enclave is good, but I actually think the Mentor is a little bit better. Okay, so we can take a Thornwood Falls to make our mana better. And I think that's really our only option here. We still don't have any 2-drops, so maybe we really do need to take an Aegis Turtle. The fact we have 0 2-drops is a little concerning, and our mana isn't going to be that bad anyway, so I honestly think we needed that turtle, which is really sad, but there you have it. So we'll take a Boar. Yeah, I mean, this stuff's all pretty poopy. I guess I'm going to take a random Blossoming Sands. I don't see us playing another Bristling Boar, for example. So, Gust of Wind would be worth it, but I don't think it's worth not playing Umori for. Okay, here we'll take a Dolphin. This will be interesting. It's an experiment of sorts. Ivy Elemental can be a 2-drop in a pinch. It's one thing to remember. So between having 3 Frost Lynxes and a Shore Shark, I think the fact that we're not playing any non-creatures is going to look... It's going to be a little better than it looks. Oh, good. Glimmerbell's a nice mutate target and a 2-drop, so it's exactly what we wanted there. Let's hope, let's just get a few more Glimmerbells going here. Ugh. I mean, Mystic Subdual is the better card, but I still don't think it's worth not mentoring. Okay, well, let's just take this. On the off chance we play against somebody in our pod, which is possible but not definite. So is Survivor's Bond any good for us? We have hardly any humans, so no. So we'll just take another otter. It's good that we don't have any humans, but it's sad for our wolf bear. He's not super happy about it. Not having any humans is good for all our mutate guys, but yeah. In the end, we ended up without as much mutate as I would have liked, but I think we still have enough that it's going to work. Yeah, the mentor is a human. That's our one human. But that is not enough to play the bond. It is enough for the wolf bear because he's still a 4-mana 4/4. So, all right, we need to cut a few cards. Our curve is ugly. It's real ugly. The lack of 1s and 2s, not so good. Okay, so probably cut. We have to hold on to basically everything down here. We need to put Unori over here. Yeah, so that means we only have to cut 2 cards. I'm not sure we want to cut the mole. I think we need to hold on to these 3s in our deck that has some problems. Boar, Mammoth, Dolphin might be a reasonable place to go. I kind of think we need these big boys, though. I think maybe Girafid is an easy cut, and then maybe a Bristling Boar. Yeah. I think that's what I want to do. Do we want our mana like this? I think that's fine. Yeah. Well, we kind of do want to make sure we can cast Unori, don't we? So maybe we cut 1 island and add a forest. Oops. So, forest. Yeah. I think I'm fine with the dolphin. We have enough, we have the otters and we have Sea Dasher Octopus, so I think I'm okay with it. Yeah, so I think this is what we go with. I did cut 1 boar. I think I hold on to another one. I don't think there's anything else worth putting in our deck at this point. Maybe there's a delay on chat, but I think at this point we don't have anything else worth putting in our deck in what we've got going on. All right. So let's do this. This will be interesting for science. Well, this is a pretty good start, potentially. Yeah, previous deck finished 3-3, unfortunately. I may not actually cast Unori on turn 4. Is that crazy? Double Mysterious Egg, huh? In a world where we don't have removal, crazy mutate stuff might be a little scary. It kind of sucks that we don't have anything to play this turn, but, it's whatever. Yeah, I'll end our turn. Somebody is all in on mutate, I can tell you that. Alright, so So do we want to play Unori or just play Dreamtail Heron while we know we have the chance? So... yeah, I think we're going to play the Heron. I wish I had an Archipelagore right about now. Seems like they don't have any mutants. This turn I probably do play Umori. So they may have the reach trick, which would be annoying, but they do not. Alright, so we're going to play Umori now. Say creature. Yeah, I had a feeling they could just kill him, but given that that was a free card in our hand, I don't think we're, like, super upset about that or anything. Okay, I think we go Frost Lynx. Thieving Otter. Then probably Heron onto the Otter next turn is our plan. Oh yeah, Heron onto the Otter is looking pretty good. Do I trade for that thing with my Frost Lynx? I think I do. Can they stop the Dreamtail Heron action? No. I don't want to feel good about this deck because every draft we've had that hasn't ended with better than a 3-3 has started really well. So just getting to start with an 8-card hand is nice. Like, even if your opponent kills your companion right away, it's like... yeah, the fact they drew no mutate is rough. Alright, we can keep this hand. I think the problem we may encounter is with our lacks of 1s and 2s, so that we can get ourselves run over by a really fast start. We need to draw our Aegis Turtles and stuff like that to avoid that fate. Springjaw Trap. So I probably just go for the Otter plan here. Otter into Dreamtail Heron. I think that's my plan. Yeah. And if they tap out here, I think we definitely just mutate onto this and, yeah. So we're going to take 2. So they did not tap out, and for that reason, we're not going to do what we said we would. Because obviously they can just use their Springjaw Trap to kill our Otter, so... if they let us hit them with this Otter, I'm going to be pretty happy. Also happy to trade, honestly. I will take a trade. So let's play Umori here and name creatures. Oh, the trap is 4. You guys are right. I was thinking Fertilid could tap for mana, but I was clearly wrong. It just finds lands. Nice. Okay. Well, so I think we go Wingspan Mentor. We can mutate. Yeah. Right, alright. I think we just attack with our flyer. And then we'll play another Thieving Otter. Vivian is definitely the best Planeswalker, I think. She can take over all on her own. And that's a pretty nice thing that other cards can't do. Alright, so time to do this. So they'll be able to kill it if they want. I think we want to cast this. Not cast it, but play it. So they can kill my Heron, but I just got 2 cards out of it, so I'm kind of okay with it. Who's the most useless? I think Glimmerbell, and yeah, I think we just get rid of that guy. Alright, so we're going to take 4. I think we're just going to play our big Mammoth here. Attack with both. Ooh, yeah. So definitely play our Mammoth. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't kill this. It was much better than playing this, because now my Dreamtail Heron has gotten me 3 cards. Oh, I keep forgetting that it does 3, too. Clearly, I need to read Springjaw Trap better. Okay. Alright, so we just Frostlinks and try to win here, I suppose. I guess they can kill something here, but... they can't kill enough. This is, yeah. Aha! So they can do that. And then we'll play Phase Dolphin, Glimmerbell. Well, man, with us going first, this is rough. I do have the cycling land, though, which I can probably cycle away in this hand. And we also have a Nori, so I think we can keep this. Maybe with the Nori, I don't cycle the land away. I probably still do, actually. It looks like we have another 3 and 3. Yeah, maybe. if we win this one handily, then it's really going to be looking... We'll need to keep track of whether or not the same exact sequence happens. I'm pretty sure in the one where I went 7-2 and 5-3, I lost one of the first 3 matches. It's funny how that works. So, I'm gonna hold on to the cycling land. We may just not want it. We may just cycle it away. Because if we draw a bunch of lands, we're not going to be very happy. Like that. Yep. So I do think we play our Phase Dolphin here. In red-green, there aren't a ton of ways for them to kill Unori right away. Umori. I keep saying Unori. Umori. Okay, so... do we take a free attack here? I think we do. They're tapped out after all. Alright. So, I think we play him. We name creature. So... if they do something scary with Mutate here, Frostlinks will be helpful. I can Frostlinks and cycle the Triome. Yeah, it's pretty scary. And it even has reach, which is not great for us. Okay, so... yeah. Should we cycle away our Triome first? I think we probably should, just on the off chance something else shows up in our hand. So... ooh, that'll be useful soon. Yeah, they are playing real cards, you're right. That does make a difference. So even though they get back everything in a stack from a bounce, I think it definitely matters. So they can tap down 2 things here. It definitely matters the amount of tempo we can get out of it. We're going to wait to do it, obviously, because we can do it at instant speed. So, like, this is a lot of tempo to get back. Like, a whole lot. We do have to think a little bit, maybe, about keep safe being a problem. So we could consider just doing it now. And I kind of think the wider we can go, the better. Should we be worried about keep safe here? I think it's a risk we have to take. It is definitely a dumpster fire card. I had so many people in my set review say I was an idiot for... they're like, but you can use it on your big mutates. Which is true, but, you know. I'm just going to block with this turtle, I think. See what happens there. Oh, you're right. Keep safe. It doesn't actually give hexproof, so you're right. So they may have counter magic, which is not going to be great for us if they're just like holding up counter magic here. So, mutate. What do we want to mutate it onto? I guess the phase dolphin. Let's hope they don't have an answer. If they do, we're just going to get a 4-3. Get out of here, everybody. It's what we have to do, basically. We can't quite do lethal, so... Make the links unblockable. So do they trade for this thing? Probably. Wow. Yeah, that's not great. I think we're going to need some help. Flying. Yeah, you still get the creature. It enters the battlefield as a regular old creature if the target is countered. So they have the mana to play this and then mutate this onto it, which is not great news. We need to draw another Frost Links. I think we have 3 of them. So, so 3 would be good. Yeah, they made sure you don't get 2 for 1 on casting a mutate creature. I'm sure in testing the limited format, the fact that it felt so bad that it was always a 2 for 1, they were like, well, let's make sure people can at least get their mutate triggers and things like that. Okay, Frostlinks, I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need another Frostlinks right about now. Okay. Can we do it? That's not what I was hoping for. This is Deja Vu, right? So, this is basically a free attack. So, no, I'm not going to take it, actually. I knew they had reach, but I could have bluffed a trick, but I can't because I have Unori. So here comes Archipelagore again. We need another Frostlinks. A second flyer would actually be pretty nice, too. And we do have them. Dreamtail Heron. Dreamtail Heron into Frostlinks. Let's do it. I think we have to take 11 here and just hope we draw what we need. Or 4. I'll take 4 as well. Yeah, the creature just comes down as if it were hard cast. That's correct. It turns into a creature spell if the mutate doesn't happen, and so there's no mutate trigger. It's no longer being cast as a mutate creature spell. Kind of interesting they didn't want to take down a blocker there. That might mean I'm dead. Raking Claws. Yeah, that would be fun. I'm definitely going to be throwing my links in front of the Archipelagore. So, you know, for what that's worth. If they can give it trample, it's going to be hilarious. And by hilarious, I mean awful. I don't think we can afford to take the 11. Maybe we can. Maybe we have a better chance if we take the 11, huh? Yeah, I think we do have enough better of a chance that I'm just going to take the 11. Well, that's not a Frostlinks. We aren't completely dead, though. So 3, 6, 3. We do have a few outs that we could have drawn on these turns, but, you know, stuff happens. What did they draw? Something awesome, I guess. So they can make this into a 4/4, which matters a little. I didn't want to attack with the flyer because we're pretty much dead on the backswing if we do, because they can hit us for 4 unblockable damage. So we would take this, and then we wouldn't have, you know, we would survive, but only just barely. I think it's better to try to draw a Frostlinks or a Dreamtail Heron or something like that. That's basically what we need. So let's draw a Dreamtail Heron, mutate it onto this. Of course, this isn't going to attack us now, so it doesn't really matter. We're not going to be drawing the extra cards, so... They chose not to attack us at all this turn. Which is a little surprising. Uh-oh. Hey, look at that. It's just pretty funny right now. Hey, like I said, you know, if we lose this one, it means we'll probably go better than 3-3, because if we win our first 3, we always go 3-3. So they can pretty much kill us next turn now because they have 2 tramplers, and yeah, that'll do it. That will do it. I mean, maybe we'll make them do it, but yeah. Yeah, the Ivy Elemental is actually a really old card from Mercadian Masks originally, where it was printed as a rare, believe it or not. Yeah, so they got us. I figured they had us, but... Alright, so we lost this one, and I think that means we're going to do better than 3-3. Which sounds counterintuitive. The probability of 3-3 just went up, right? But, you know, anecdotal evidence. Ooh, so we can have turn 1 Aegis Turtle into Sea Dasher. Might be worth doing. It depends on how things go for our opponent. Okay. We could put Sea Dasher onto Thieving Otter. That's a plan. Or something. Okay, well, now it's not really worth doing. No. I think, well, this has Death Touch, doesn't it? Yeah, so, no. We are 2-1 right now. Alright, so we'll block you, take 2. So, this is interesting. I think this is probably still the best plan. Just drafts. I don't like sealed a whole lot. Alright, so block and block. Alright, so we have a decision to make here. I think we probably just play Umori. And say creatures, done. Am I willing to trade a Phase Dolphin for a Boot Nipper? I don't think I am yet. I might be willing to do it later. Well, that's annoying. Okay. Well... we're gonna do this. Question is whether I also want to slap the Dasher onto it. Then I think we'll play a Frost Lynx. Tap one of these guys down. Oh, I can mutate this for 1 right now. Kind of overlooked that. We can do it whenever, is the good news, because Flash. Alright. So... we are going to kill one of these, which, right now, taking that damage is a little rough, but, well, maybe I'd rather do this. The life from Honey Mammoth is about to be real important. Alright, so I think I'm going to mutate this onto a Nori. And then we're going to attack. I think we kind of need the life right now, so I'm just going to do that. Plus, I can send them both to the air next turn and pump them, potentially. Okay, so I'm going to just take 4. We kind of want them to empty their hand. They didn't quite empty their hand, but I think we're probably still going to try to go for it here. So we go Dreamtail Heron. Stick it on Honey Mammoth. And we go with Under. Alright. And that could be lethal. Let's see if it is, people. So we attack for 10 in the sky. Use this ability. Got there. That was one of those turns where if our opponent had an answer, we would have lost, obviously, but they didn't. Yep, at least it's another 3-3. But I bet we do better, because we lost one of our first 3. Okay, this is good. Just putting a wingspan thing on a Thieving Otter is sometimes the dream. This has been... I mean, I was real excited for this card in my set review, as some of you might remember, but I think it's overperformed a little. I gave it a C, but I've ended up in so many decks where it is legit good. Like, you know, there's just so many ways to give it evasion between mutating and keyword counters, and it's been a good time. It's been a good time. Heron is strong, so is having an 8th card every game. But yeah, our Heron's great. This is the most fun I've gotten to have with the Heron. Thieving Otter is cute. I think it's funny that they gave it to a zoo to preview. A zoo in Seattle, I think. I just love drawing cards. I love these kinds of creatures. Thieving Magpie is like one of my favorite cards ever. Both because I like birds and because it's like the dream version of this in some ways. It's a 4-mana 1/3 with flying with this text. And it would just take over limited. And it even saw some play in constructed. Alright, so let's play our Otter. And yeah, I think our plan next turn is going to be to Wingspan Mentor. Especially if they tap out, that's our plan. If they don't tap out, I may go a different route. That's close enough to tapping out, I think. They're going to try to ping me to death with these stingers. It's going to be fun. Okay, so... because we have Aegis Turtle, we actually don't want to tap our mana that way. On the off chance we draw one off of this trigger, that's what we're going to want to do. So I think Frost Lynx and Pouncing Shore Shark are going to do a lot to slow down the race in our favor. Okay, well that kind of sucks, but we got the card out of it, so I'm not too upset about it. Okay, so we have the mana to play Umori and then also mutate this onto Umori if that's what we want to do. I think we do play him here. Creature. Do they have the kill spell? Yep, they're just going to try to kill us with these things, which they may be able to do, unfortunately. They may be able to take us down this way. I think I flashed this in. And I think we attack here. Yeah, I mean, if we can get a chump block here, these guys are doing real damage to us, so I'm pretty happy to get a little chump block. Then we're going to play Thieving Otter. And I think we hold on to our other stuff here. Yeah. A lot of people have mistakenly mutated the wrong side. I surprisingly don't think I've done it yet. But I'm sure I'll get there. What I have done is overlooked some abilities both my mutates and my opponents have. Today, I've managed to keep on top of those things. This is my 6th draft, so interesting. Yeah, that's sad for us. However, it's not the end of the world. They had to use a card on it, and yeah, so. You think they attack me here? I don't think so. All right, so we are going to flash this in on our Otter. Hey, look out. We're going to hold on to the Lynx to set up another Otter hit. It's going to make it a little harder for us to hit with our Otter, but we can maybe set up an ugly block. Okay, well, they decided to be a little conservative there, which I think I'm happy about. They kept cycling mana up because they wanted to block this, but our Lynx will make sure it doesn't matter. Okay. And we have Phase Dolphin for the future, so. Marmoset has trample now. So we do have the Phase Dolphin Short Shark to help us draw one more card with it. I think they just got a kill spell, though. Yeah, they did. Sad day. I think we're in trouble now. I think we are in some trouble. You know, unless they have, like, nothing. But I doubt they do. They have 4 cards, and they just did a little bit of card selection, so... Interesting. What are they looking for? Zenith Flare? Zenith Flare would be bad. Well, that didn't exactly go the way we would have liked. Yeah, I could have talked more about sub-archetypes like Black-Red having sacrifice stuff and Black-White having go wide, but I don't think those decks come together a ton. Well, we're going to need to draw some action here. As if we haven't drawn. Man, they just milled 3 lands. I'm jealous. I wish I had milled 3 lands. They can start attacking us now. Now they can really start attacking us. I mean, what we want to do is draw like a heron. Try to help us. Wow, that's conservative. Interesting. Okay. I don't hate this. Drawing a not land is pretty good. Man. That's rough. All right. Yep. There, they got me. Okay. Come on, we can do better than 3-3. Ugh, not with that hand we can't. This one's better. Yeah. I wish there was an otter in it, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Phase Dolphin being a flyer is pretty nice, though, I think. That's probably what we're going to do early here. Maybe. With them in green, I may just power out Umori this turn. Of course, they're also in black, but they don't have black mana yet, so I think powering out Umori is wise. Just playing him and going to town next turn. right, well, we did do better than 3 and 3, and our strange trend of losing at least one of our first 3 matches and doing better than 3 and 3 continues. So that's weird. If we win our first 3, we go 3 and 3, and if we lose one of our first 3, we do better than 3 and 3. That'd be funny if that lasts for about 60 drafts or something, you know? Man, if this had, like, a little more land. Oh my god. I don't think, even with... I don't think we can keep it. Even with Unori. Okay. Let's do that. Maybe now we'll have a bad hand to make up for that last one. Play the Otter, just in case they have nothing. It's unlikely. We could also draw our Heron or something like that, so... Alright, so I think we just play him. Hope they don't immediately have a kill spell. I think they do. Yeah. I guess we'll just play this turtle too, and just try to dirtle until we draw a mutate creature or something. Something to get our Otter online, basically. So far, I think Unmori is worth it. I think having a larger opening hand is just way more powerful. I mean, I expected it to be powerful, but it's been even better than I expected. So, is it worth giving up a Dolphin here to draw with my Otter? I don't think so. I think almost all the companions are turning out to be worth it, but it's still early in the format. For our draft, I mean, the cost we paid wasn't that significant. There were 3 cards we probably would have taken. Okay, here we go. There are 3 cards we probably would have taken that we didn't take because of all of this. Ooh. Well, that makes things interesting. Okay, so... let's play the Lynx, too. And then attack with these 2. Nice. Double Lynx is usually pretty good. So we're going to tap down that flyer this time, and yeah. Yeah, so we'll attack, and just with those 2. Well, that's going to be annoying. Do I want to block here? I kind of think we have to. And the question is what I want to block with. I think it is our turtle. I'm a little surprised they attacked the way they did. Worries me a bit. So I think I'd rather kill the mentor because they're going to be able to start pumping their tiger. Yeah. There's probably a trick involved here. Oh, hello. So do we surprise them with this Dreamtail here in next turn, or do we want to draw the card now? Is kind of the question we have here. If I surprise them, my Ivy Elemental can be massive, so I think that's probably worth it. Although, they have Checkpoint Officer, so maybe it's not. I could also just cast it, that's true. Good call, good call. Thinking too much about Mutate there. We can set unblockable damage over with 2 creatures this turn. So they are in trouble. I'm pretty sure they did specify you can only have 1. Well, crap. Now they have 2 tappers. Still might be tricky for them to not die here. Alright, so we're just going to take this. Think they can kill us? No. So both of these can tap this turn, and this will be able to tap next turn. So we may end up losing to the Frondland Felidar here. So they have to tap 2 things. I guess what they're going to tap is probably my Ivy Elemental. It doesn't help us a whole lot. So let's go to combat. They do have to tap themselves to tap things is the thing. So that does matter right now. I think we get there. So, let's make a Heron unblockable. Do I just make both Herons unblockable, or do I go with a Frostlynx here? Let's just make both. Yeah, I think going into Lynx is a little safer. We have Sea Dash or Octopus if we need to do 1 more damage with a Phase Dolphin, so... yeah, we got there. I was kind of playing around Plummet by not giving them both unblockable, but it probably didn't matter. So now the trend is we go 5-3 or better if we lose at least one of our first 3 matches. And if we win our first 3, we don't do that well. It's weird. Well, this is a fine hand. I'm really sad we're running this turtle. Yeah, we're 4-2 now. Or 5-2 now. Drifting Silumgar, 5-2. In an ideal world, you don't want to really want to be playing this turtle. But we had so few 1 and 2s that we had to do it. We had no choice. So I've seen people main deck it, but I agree. I'm not sure if it is either. All right. So uh-oh, look out. We can go Aegis Turtle. Aegis Turtle. Look out. This looks familiar. I'm a little worried they're going to play Dreamtail Heron here. Give us a dose of our own medicine. Oh, they can't now. So at least there's that. I think we're fine with doing this. We have, like, even if they blow this up, we can play a Wolf Bear. Yeah. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with losing a turtle there. Alright, so now the question is, do we just want to play Umori? They only have 2 cards in their hand. I think I'm going to do it. We can play our Honey Mammoth next turn if he survives. Which is pretty sweet. Seems like they're struggling to draw their mutants. Well, there's one. So I think we go with the Honey Mammoth. Alright, they're in top deck mode, but they do have Parcel Beast, so it's not real top deck mode. I'm surprised they'd rather attack there. I feel like that had to have been a mistake. Why would you attack there? You really need to draw more cards, and you need the blocker. You can't block very effectively otherwise. Alright, so we're going to play our Mentor. And then our Wolf Bear, I think. Oh, they can untap it and draw cards. Yeah. That's why they did it. You're right. Pretty gross. Pretty gross. So, yeah. I think we just attack with the Mammoth for now. And then we're going to play our Wolf Bear. Yeah, they can actually draw a bunch of cards right now. It's not good news. We're going to need to start drawing cards ourselves. Gross. So they drew 2 non-lands, most likely. Getting other flyers out with our Mentor out is probably the plan. Okay. So, what's the plan here now? So we're going to mutate. And yeah, I'm leaning towards mutating the turtle. Sure. It's a big mentor. They just decide to take 13 here. I can turn it into 15 if I want to. Should I turn it into... No. I think we make them take the 13 and then just play Phase Dolphin. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, 6 and 3, 6 and 2, 6 and 3 at best, or at worst, though. All right, I think this is a keep. They have Kahira, the Orphan Guard, which that's going to be a hard one for us to deal with. Most of our strategies don't do a whole lot against it, so may as well play this tapped. Playing the turtle on turn 1 doesn't make any real difference, so... Makes our turtle sad. Except they went with lifelink, so actually, turtle's not that sad. So here comes Kahira. It's gonna be a headache. Or maybe not. If you play Kahira there, don't you gain 1 more life? You do. So, but they're gonna try to go wide. Makes sense. Okay. I think I may play the mole just so I can trade for one of these. Same is true of Ivy Elemental, I suppose. But I guess Thieving Otter, Dreamtail Heron is potential here, so... That's what we're going to have to do, is go over their board. Because Kahira makes things difficult. Plus they're gaining all this life, which is not good. Oh, stupid. I picked the wrong nipper. Yeah. That hurts. Okay. Let's just play Unori here. Umori. They probably have the kill spell. I guess we'll see. Destroy target creature with no counters. I think it's way too early for any of us to know what archetypes are weak or strong just because we all have such a small sample size. We can have impressions, but I'm not willing to say any are weak at this point. Okay. Now they play Kahira, probably. It's a good moment to play Kahira for them. Yeah. Because now blocking is kind of useless. Okay. Yeah, do I just play a big Ivy Elemental here and plan on mutating onto it later? I think I do. Am I willing to trade my Otter? I do have another 2 in my hand, so I think I am. Yeah. There was a good chance that's what was going to happen. I really wish they weren't in black-white. It's making me real sad about mutating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 mana. I'm going to play this Lynx here, and I think that's it. There's such an awkward amount of mana right now. Ooh. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna block. See if we get blown out by another trick. No. But we do go to 9. Okay, so... Interesting. So, yeah, I think what we do here... I think maybe we just need to cast our Heron, unfortunately. Yeah, I think that is what we need to do here. Uh-oh. Well, I think we have to take these risky blocks and hope they work out for us. Looks like they may. Could still have dead weight or something here. Let's play our mole. Hope he doesn't mill anything too useful. Just 3 lands. Okay, well, could have been worse, but most of those would have been kind of nice to draw. So they're at 34 life. We're at 6. Trying to stabilize. That makes it a little harder to do. I guess I'm going to give it to my flyer. Because that means King Caesar can't be attacking us. Yeah, it's not looking good. That 6-3 is looking likely. Wouldn't mind my bounce spell right about now. Or a Frost Lynx. We did just mill one of them, though. Alright, so here is my plan. It's not a good one. Never mind. I was thinking I would attack this, but I don't think we want to. I guess giving a ground creature might have been better. I mean, it was good for that turn to put it here, but not putting it on a ground creature means that... Oh, yeah, so what are you going to get? Grim Dancer. Okay, that's not good. And it also pumps their whole team +2/+2, so also not good. I think they got us pretty much. Our octopus isn't going to be able to do anything for us here. Alright, so... I think we basically have to double block this guy. Which does mean we lose our flyer. But what are you going to do? And actually we have to triple block him. Yeah. Okay, so that's what we do. And then we take... Oh, we can't take the rest, though. Well, crap. Okay, different plan now. I know I have Death Touch, but I still have to double block this thing. And I guess what I'm just going to do is chump double block and hope we find something. So, we're going to need this extra body, so I think I'm just going to flash him in. I think we want hexproof more than flying. Yeah, maybe mutating onto the Heron to draw would have been worth it. So you picked Death Touch and Menace there, too. Okay, so... I think for now... You know, with the board this size, it may just be better for me to hold on to my octopus. And it may be better to hold on to my Heron, too. Yeah, let's do this. Kind of sucks, but I think it's the right thing. Well, they got us with a trick. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I should have blocked it. I definitely should have blocked the 1/4 once I pulled my Heron away. Probably didn't have a chance of escaping that situation, but that would have given us more of one. 6-3. Our strange trend of losing early to do better continues.